Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am so excited to be sharing with you what is in my Boxycharm. So this is my June Boxycharm. June, how did we get here? I really don't know. I feel like May flew by. May was my birthday month and like, I don't know. I feel like it just went by like so fast and then it's already like the middle of June and I don't know what's happening to 2019, but here we are. I have already opened my June Boxycharm box and I actually have a lot of it on my face today. I got it in the mail last night and it was just kind of like, I just want to open this up and put it on my face as fast as I can. And so that's what I did. So sorry, but we're still sharing. So let's jump into what I got because this is a pretty good box. The theme this month is Getaway, which I feel like we've had Getaway as a theme before. This really reminds me of like Victoria's Secret with the pink and white stripes. Anywho, let's move on to the products. First one, and the thing that I did put on my face this morning, is from Touch in Soul, and it's the No Problem Prime Essence. Now we did just get the No Problem Primer like 2 or 3 months ago. Like I think it was in like April's box maybe. And I love that primer. It's one of my go-tos. I use it all the time. This one is a little different. So this is a Prime Essence. And this is, they say it's like the last step of skincare. It's got some like flower, Calendula officinalis flower extract. And it's supposed to tighten your pores. I did use it this morning. Like I said, it's very liquidy. Listen. It's literally like water. It's crazy. It's kind of hard to put on. And I think I maybe went in with like too much because it's just, it goes on real fast and real liquidy. But it feels really good on the skin. It does have a nice like light florally smell. I feel like I didn't notice like a ton of difference. It did, I mean, it feels like a primer, but it feels really, really lightweight and it doesn't really feel like anything. I feel like it smooths maybe a little bit. It's supposed to be like pore tightening and I feel like I didn't notice much of that. I feel like my skin looks pretty normal today, which I guess is good. Like it's not bad. That primer retails for $23. The next thing that I'm actually really excited for, and I haven't seen this in anyone else's unboxing, is from Saint Tropez. So I have been kind of looking for a tanning product for the last like few months, and they're so expensive and you never know how your skin is gonna like react to them, and so I just haven't pulled the trigger on anything. And so I'm actually super excited that I got this. This is the Saint Tropez Self Tan Classic and it's for a natural looking tan. It's a bronzing mousse and it's kind of a small package, 1.69 ounces. So I would say this is probably 3 or 4 uses would be my guess, but it came with a mitt too, which is super exciting. Help with streakiness and all that kind of stuff. But it's really nice that it came with the mitt too and not just like the bronzing mousse, which isn't a full size, it's like a deluxe size. But like a nice mitt. So I don't know, I was completely surprised when I opened my box up and I was like, oh, a tanner, okay. So I'm excited. And this retails for $24.50 and I believe it's for like the duo. Although it doesn't say anything about the mitt on my card, so I don't know. But $24.50, I like it. I also got a Tarte palette. I know there was like an option between an eyeshadow palette and like a face palette. At first, I really wanted the face palette because I have lots of eyeshadow palettes. But as I saw people unboxing the boxes, the eyeshadow palette looked a little bit more appealing than the face palette. The face palette's very like, I don't know, it just looked really harsh for some reason. There was 2 bronzers, 2 blushes, and 2 highlights. The bronzers looked really orange, the blush looked super pink, and then the highlights looked fine, but like I'm just not really like a big pink blush person, like a bright pink blush person, and the bronzers didn't really look usable. So I'm actually really glad I got this palette. I believe this was an exclusive like Tarte and Boxycharm little eyeshadow palette. But this is the BU Naturally eyeshadow palette. The front of it's cute. It's got like some leaf motif there. I will say, you can tell this isn't like a standard Tarte palette. Like, it's not fully there. I travel with one of the other Circle Tarte palettes that I got in Boxycharm a few months ago. It has like little like scale looking things on the front, and the packaging is like so adorable. This one, it feels like a sticker here. Like, it's not super high quality. It's not bad, but it just feels like they needed something to take up these palettes or something. And then on the inside, there's normally like shades here, but there's no shades there. They are on the back, but I just feel like it wasn't like, it's not their normal quality. But this is the eyeshadow palette. I did use this today. I mean, it turned out pretty good. I've been wearing this for a long time, actually. What time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock, and I did my makeup at like 7 this morning, and so it's been on my eyes for a while, and it looks all right. I took this like pink shade in my crease and kind of like fluffed it out everywhere. I went in with this like pinky bronze shimmery shade all over the lid, and then I took this kind of like chocolatey brown color in the outer corner and on my lower lash line. And then I used this highlight color for my brow bone as well as my inner corner highlight, and I think it was like a good look. It turned out nice. It blended super nice. I think there's some good shades here. You have 4 shimmer colors and 4 mattes, which is really great because the other Tarte palette that I was talking about that's in this like packaging is, how many shades are in here? 8? Is 7 shimmer and 1 matte, and the matte kind of sucks. Shimmers are nice, but the matte sucks. These ones are much better. And so, I mean, I haven't tried every single one in here yet, but so far so good. And the Tarte palette retails for $36. And then the last 2 things in my box, I got like a lip combo. They're 2 separate products, but the first one is from Dirty Little Secrets, and it's lip liner. It's in the shade Rosy Posy. This is a giant lip liner. Like, this is so big. I put this on this morning. It feels nice. The shade isn't for me, so this is like a really pink color. I'm just not like a big pink person. Like, I like, oh, that didn't go on good over that primer. I like pinks, but like bright pinks or like true pinks, I feel like it's not very flattering on my skin tone. It just kind of makes me like look really flat and like lifeless. I don't know. And so I put this on earlier, and you know, sometimes you like put a lip color on and have like a mirror really close and you're like, oh, that looks good. And then you like take it away and look at like a bigger mirror and you're like, ew, that doesn't look good with like the rest of things I have going on. And that's kind of how I felt about this lip liner. I was putting it on and it was like really smooth, which I've watched a few people unbox this box and they were saying that it was like a dry pencil, which I don't actually mind a dry lip liner. I've never had an issue with lip liners, honestly, whether it's dry or more creamy. They seem to work fine either way. Dry pencils I feel like do last a little bit longer than like a creamy lip pencil on the lips. I think the formula, it felt nice. It went on super easy. It blended really great. I kind of like lined my lips and kind of like blended it out a little bit, but didn't coat my entire lips with it. But again, it was just kind of like a color preference for me. It just feel like it didn't work with my skin super well. I'll probably try it again, maybe layer it with something else, but when I layered it with the next product, I feel like it just didn't work out very well. And this lip liner retails for $15. I will say this is better than the Jaunt Blue lip liner that we've got in the past. That one is real dry. That one's like scratchy, like when you're trying to put it on your lips. This one isn't quite that dry, but the lid doesn't want to stay on. Like, I push it on and it just kind of like doesn't stay on very well. But yeah, not my fave. And then the last product is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's from Dominique Cosmetics, and it's one of her new, like, lips, what are these called? It's one of her new, like, lemonade lip glosses, and mine is in the shade Peach Tea. I know there was 2 shades. I forget what the other one was called, but it was more like a pinky color, and this one was more peach. And so this is what the packaging looks like. It is really cute. And then, like I said, I have it on my lips now. It's pretty sheer, but it does add a lot of shine. So there's a slight peachy color to it, but it just adds like a nice bit of shine. And it's super comfortable on the lips. Like, it feels kind of like a lip balm. Maybe a little bit thicker than a lip balm, but it's really comfortable. It doesn't feel super sticky. It's really nice. And I feel like everyone's already talked about this, but it smells so good. It smells like cake or something. It smells delicious. And this lip gloss retails for $17. So for $21, I got a lot of stuff. Eyeshadow palette, lip liner, lip gloss, tanning stuff, and a mitt, and the primer essence. Like, that's a really good deal for $21. That's one of the things I love about Boxycharm, and I've said this before. You might not use every single product, you might not love every single product, but I think every box I've gotten, except for like one box, I've loved at least like 2 things from the box. And a lot of the things I end up using, and occasionally there's a product that doesn't really float my boat and I won't use it, but for the most part it's just fun to try new things. And so I think this was a pretty good box. I feel like comparing it to last month, I'm not sure, but speaking of last month, I'm going to be doing a subscription recap in like 30 seconds where I'm going to be talking about all the products from the May box. So if you want to hear about how these products turned out, make sure to stay tuned, because next month in July, when I unbox my July Boxycharm, I will also talk about these just like fairly fast, nothing like in depth, just like a quick little recap of my thoughts on these products. So stay tuned for that. But for now, let's jump into May's box. So I don't remember the theme for May. I think it was like beach something, make waves maybe. I think maybe that was it. My May box was pretty good actually. There's one thing that I have not used, and I said in my unboxing that I was gonna try and use it, but it's from Bodyography, and it's an eye pencil, like an eyeliner, and it's in the shade Emerald, and it's just like a really bright green color that I don't use those kind of colors. I just put that over lip gloss too, so that looks real cute. And I haven't used it. I've been meaning to like try it, like put it on the lower lash line, see how I like it, but I just haven't taken the plunge. There was a lip product from Dose of Colors, and I got mine in the shade Rosebud, which this is their like matte lipstick or something, matte liquid lipstick. I don't remember what they're called. But this was really nice. I've worn this quite a few times. It's a really nice like mauve-y pink. Like I said, I don't really like pink, but if it's like a mauve-y pink or like a peachy pink, I really like pink, just not like straight up pink. But this was a really nice lip color. Like I said, I've used this quite a few times, and this again was kind of one of those colors that I put it on for the first time, which last month I did like a try on video, and I put it on and was like, oh, this looks really nice on my lips, and then I went far away and I was like, does it look good with what I have going on? I don't know. But I think I've ended up liking it. Like after it sits for a minute, it kind of like settles into your lips and like the color kind of darkens, and I think it looks really nice actually. I've been using it quite often if I want like to actually go for a lip color instead of just like a lip balm or something. This product could be my favorite, which is strange because I typically don't like glittery liquid eyeshadows, but this one is phenomenal. This is from Ciate London, and it's the Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow, and I have it in the shade, I don't remember, there's no shade on here. Interesting. It's in this like purpley pink golden shade. There was this shade, and then there was also like a bluish shade, I think. I was hoping for this shade, and I have actually used this so many times. I love it so much. So I'm gonna do a little swatch next to the lipstick. It's so pretty. When I first opened it, I thought it was gonna be a little too like pinky purple to look good on my lids, or like it was gonna be too silvery, but it's just so beautiful. It's like pink, but a lot of gold going on there too with some purple, and it's been one of my go-tos. Like if I want like a quick eye look that's not just like nothing, I'll go in with this just all over my lid and then blend it out with like a taupey color or like a pink color, and it looks so good, and it's so easy to use. It stays on for hours. It doesn't budge. It doesn't like, you don't get like little crinkle glitters all over. It doesn't crease weird. It lasts forever until you take it off, which it's not hard to take off either. And I love this. This is honestly one of my favorite things from Boxycharm recently. Maybe not like thing that I use the most, but like the most innovative and like thing that I've been surprised by. So I've been really enjoying this. I also got the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's nice, and it takes your makeup off well. It's supposed to be like a makeup remover kind of cleanser, and it does a good job. I think this might be breaking me out though. But can we talk about this packaging? It's so cute. Like, this is adorable. I love this packaging. And everything from the box that I got kind of like goes with this packaging. And so this packaging is cute. But I think it's breaking me out. So I started using this product as well as like 2 foundations right around the same time. And at first I thought it was one of the foundations that was breaking me out, and not like bad breakout. Like I was just getting like some weird like textured bumps on my forehead specifically. I wasn't sure what was breaking me out, so I stopped using all 3 of the products because I was like, you know what? I started these 2 foundations, this face wash all at the same time. I'm gonna stop all 3 because I'm not really sure which one's breaking me out. And then I like started putting them back into my routine one by one to see when I started breaking out. And I added both the foundations back, and it was fine. And then I added this back, and I don't use this a ton. I use this like, the only time I use this is really if I'm taking a shower at night and I'm wanting to take off my makeup in the shower as opposed to just at the sink. And so, I mean, I probably use this like once a week, and so not super frequently. I feel like not enough to notice if this really is the thing that's breaking me out, or if I just had like a weird thing happening with my skin, which that could totally be a thing because that happens all the time. But so I'm not quite sure if this is breaking me out, but it is scaring me a lot, so I haven't been using it a ton. But like I said, it does take off my makeup really nicely, but I feel like I did hear someone else say that this was breaking them out too. So maybe I'm not alone in this. Let me know. And then the last thing from my May box was from Lamar Cosmetics, and it's the Colorette Blush Trio. And I do have this in the shade Fair Light. There's 3 shades here, and I will tell you right now, I like one of the shade a lot, one of the shades and then not one of the shades. So the one that I'm not a fan of is the shade Castaway here, and it's like a really like orangey color blush. It's just a little too orange for my skin tone. So like putting it on, it just is like a lot going on. It is very shimmery and it's pretty sheer, so I feel like I could layer it on top of something else and be okay, but I feel like I just don't have anything in my collection that would really look good on top of. I don't know. The shade that I'm kind of like so-so on is the shade Scorcher here. And this one's a little bit more corally. It's got a little bit more pigment to it, and it looks a little bit better on my skin. Again, it's not like my favorite blush color to use, but it works, and it is pretty on the skin. And then my favorite one is Paraiso. It's this really nice pink color here, again with the pink mauve-y. Like between this lip color and then like this eyeshadow, this was like a look I kept going back to throughout the month. I would just pop this on my cheeks, this on the eyes. I would actually use this in my crease to kind of like blend out the shimmer on my lower lash line, and then throw that lip color on, and it was like such a cute look. Pink, but not too pink, and like really nice and easy. And so, I don't know, May box, like these 3 products were like killing it. The Glam Glow face wash is like a really nice product to have, and I love getting skincare in Boxycharm. And then the eyeliner was kind of just a bummer, I guess. But that was my May box. I'm super excited to try my June box, and if you got Boxycharm, I'd love to hear what you got down below. Everyone gets slightly different. Like I said, I haven't seen anyone get that bronzer, like the tanner stuff yet, and so I'm pretty excited to try that. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around, and until next time, bye guys.